Hey guys, Lethal Leslie here, and today I'm going to be giving you the top 10 guns in Days Gone. Now the first thing I should say is this is my opinion of the top 10 guns, so your opinion may differ. You watching this video right now may be thinking, why is this gun not included? And that's fine. Let me know in the comment section down below if there's guns you think should have made the top 10. The next thing I should mention is that I'm not 100% if I have all the weapons. I know I have the vast majority, and I'm probably missing maybe one or two at most, so I feel it's a good time to do the video, and I hope the game does surprise me with an amazing weapon that I don't have already. Now let's get into the list, starting with number 10, and I've decided to put the Drifter Crossbow. So having a quick look at the stats, you can see it's got decent damage, range and accuracy are fantastic, rate of fire is not too bad, but obviously it is a crossbow so you can't expect it to be too high. Penetration surprises me, I'm surprised it's got any penetration. Me personally, I haven't seen one of my bolts ever go through one enemy and into another. Maybe that's just me, maybe I've been unlucky. You guys can let me know in the comment section down below if they do actually penetrate one enemy into another, but personally I've not seen it, and it also has decent stopping power. Obviously the magazine of one as well, it's one crossbow at a time, which is to be expected. The reason the crossbow's made the list is because it can serve a lot of purposes. To start off, it's silent, so you can take out anyone silently, so it's got that stealth factor, and then there's got loads of different things you can craft with it. For example, you've got the fire bolts or the incendiary bolts, and you know, they can be used to take down nests, so that's going to help you out a lot. You have the residue bolts, which are really good for taking down ambush camps. As well as having explosive and poison bolts on top of that, it's a really good weapon to use in a lot of circumstances, and that's why it comes in at number 10. Moving on to the 9th slot, we have the level 4 Little Stubby. This has extremely good damage, extremely good range for a shotgun. If you're looking at that range, it's phenomenal for a shotgun. Accuracy, of course, isn't great. Rate of fire isn't great. Penetration is decent, I guess you could say. Stopping power isn't great, and you have a magazine of 6, which is not bad at all. And this is a really good weapon just for close range. It usually one-shots most people with that damage. So to have that as your sidearm, in my opinion, is a great option, and can be used to take out 3-4 swarmers really fast without any problem whatsoever. So the Little Stubby goes in at number 9. In number 8, we have the SMP9. Again, level 4. And this is going to be the second highest rated sidearm on the list, but could easily be the first highest rated sidearm. And probably if I didn't enjoy the other sidearm that's on the list so much, this would have actually been the better choice, to be honest with you. It has a mag of 50 which stands out, and that is what makes this such a good sidearm to have, because it can really help you in a horde fight if you're fighting a big horde. So it carries around 150 reserve ammo as well, so that's an extra 200 bullets which you're not going to get off any other sidearm, which definitely means the SMP9 warrants its place in the top 10. In 7th spot is the last sidearm on the game, and it's going to be the Mayor, and in my opinion this is the best sidearm on the game. Now it's probably not as good as some of the other guns on the list for killing maybe swarms, or you know, doesn't carry as much bullets, only has a mag of 6, but boy does it feel good to use, and that's the reason I've chose this sidearm. You don't tend to need your sidearm too much in the game, well I don't anyway, so when I do use it I want to have a gun that I enjoy killing with, and the Mayor is so enjoyable to use in the game. It has that big spread like a shotgun, and it takes out enemies in one shot most of the time for me. So if you're just looking to clear up a few, it's a really good weapon to pull out. It's really enjoyable to use, and that's why I give it the number 7 spot on the list. In the number 6 slot, we move into the special category of weapons, and we have the 50 BFG. Now this reminds me of the Barrett 50 Cal, just with a BF there and the 50, and I assume that that is what they're going for with this sniper. It's by far the best sniper on the game. The reload is not bad at all, so you see the rate of fire is relatively high there. You can get through plenty of bullets without there being a load. You've got a mag of 10. The damage is phenomenal. I don't think I've ever hit anything and it hasn't killed it in one shot. I'm sure it may not kill a breaker in one shot. I don't think I've shot a breaker with it, but everything I've shot has died. And another thing it's really good at is penetrating hordes. I've used this on a horde a few times, and I've taken up to 3 enemies out with one bullet when you line them up. It's so easy to kill multiple enemies with the Barrett 50G or whatever it is, who knows. And yeah, I suggest you pick this up and use it as much as you possibly can if you're someone who likes to use the snipers on the game. It's definitely worth its place on the top 10 list, that is for sure, and maybe it's been harshly treated even at number 6. We're into the top 5 now, and this could be somewhat of a controversial choice. I've gone for the auto shotgun. I'm not sure how many of you guys have used this yet, but it's a fully automatic shotgun, and I've done one video on it of taking down a horde with this thing, and I thought it was phenomenal whilst taking down the horde. I never expected it to perform so well, and it was just a really solid weapon. And, you know, I've taken out 3-4 freakers with it before and had no problem, but it actually held its own against a horde as well, which I was very impressed with, and that's why I decided to put it in, because it's also a lot of fun. It's not only effective, it's fun. It's one of those weapons that's just really fun to use on the game, and that's why I put it so high in the list, is because it's got those two factors going together, the fun factor as well as the good to use factor going for it. So the auto shotgun is in the number 5 slot. Let's move on to number 4. And in this 4th slot, we've gone for the cowboy. Now this has a few competitors out here. Another weapon you could choose in this slot could be the Badlands Big Game. Now this is a really good weapon as well, but for me I decided to go for the cowboy. Even though it hasn't got as big a mag or as much damage, it does have more stopping power and a faster fire rate, so it can take multiple enemies out quite fast, and it just feels, again, it sounds so good, it feels so good to use. I have one-shot kills, and the accuracy on these weapons from distance, they're basically like snipers. Obviously it's hard to line it up, but if you line up a headshot from distance, it goes so small, the crosshair, that you can really shoot someone from across the map with these kind of weapons. So that's why I put it in at number 4. So we arrive in the top 3. I wonder if your guns have been chosen now, or are you still waiting for your favourite guns to be picked out? And in the 3rd spot, maybe your favourite gun is the IDF. It's super accurate, it feels like it kills instantly, and with a mag of 45 you've got plenty of bullets there as well. If you're looking to get headshots as you're roaming around, this is going to have no problem doing that with the accuracy. And for everything other than a horde, I think this is the best gun to just roam around with if you're not fighting hordes. It's not the best for the hordes because of the 45 mag, but other than that, if you're just doing other missions like taking down camps, this, in my opinion, is the best weapon to do it with. So it's down to the top 2, guys, and we're back over to the special section for the runners-up. And the runners-up in this list is going to be the MG55. Now, I've not long picked this up, and let me tell you, this is a brilliant, brilliant weapon. The weapon it's in competition with would be the RPD, the weapon I used before this. Now, it does have a lot more bullets, the RPD, with a mag of 105. Now, I don't have an extended mag for the MG55. Maybe you can get one. Personally, I haven't unlocked it yet, if you can. So that is the one factor I would say that RPD has over the MG55. But other than that, the MG55 just destroys it for damage, accuracy, and most importantly, the stopping power. Because it's just killing, it's penetrating, it's killing the horde so fast. And 75 bullets is more than enough to mow down a horde, run away a bit, reload, turn around, and then you've got 75 bullets to mow down again. So for me, this is a worthy 2nd place and the best LMG on the game. So in the number 1 spot, what do we think it's going to be? What do we think it's going to be? For me, there's only one choice for the best weapon on this game, the best all-round weapon on this game, and it's going to be in the primary section, and it is, of course, going to be the Chicago Chopper. Now, for me, this gun is unrivaled, and I'll tell you why. It has good damage, it has good range, the accuracy is respectable, the rate of fire is maximum, the penetration isn't great, the stopping power isn't great, so it's not shooting through much enemies, but it has a magazine of 80. So it has that extended mag up to 80. Now, the reason this is my number 1 gun is because this gun is the true jack of all trades. If this is your primary, you can go ahead and have a sniper safely as your secondary, or your special, should I say, and you're going to have no problem if you come into a small horde. Maybe with a bigger horde it will struggle a bit more, but it is just the jack of all trades. This gun will not let you down. It mows down enemies really well. I've used it many a time in hordes, and it's a no-brainer, to be honest with you, to use this weapon when you get it, especially if you're going to fight a horde. Everyone should be using the Chicago Chopper. It's absolutely brilliant, and it is our number 1 and in my opinion, let me know in the comment section if you have a different one, best weapon on Days Gone. So that is my top 10 list there, guys. I'll be intrigued to know what you think about it, and I'll be intrigued to know whether some of the guns you think should have made the list have missed out. That's the end of the video. If you liked the video, subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching, as always, and take it easy.